my name is Miranda, and today I'm here to review part 2 of the Elseworlds crossover event that is happening with Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl. This episode was on Arrow today, and right off the bat I will say, like, overall I didn't enjoy it as much as the Flash episode, but I feel like that's just because, you know, Arrow is a little less lighthearted, like generally just the stuff that's going on, and also like just having it smack in the middle of the crossovers. Like, this is the time when the heroes are kind of down and out, kind of getting beaten, trying to figure out who exactly their enemy is. But if there is one word we could use to sum up this episode, it would be Batwoman. That's right, this was the introduction to Batwoman. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure they're like either in development with a like show about her. I don't know if it's like been officially greenlit or not, but I'm so ready to see more of her because she was so awesome. I did have my doubts, I will say, just because whenever there's a new character that you never know how they'll fit in, how they'll be portrayed. I've never seen Batwoman portrayed like live action. I've seen her in an animated special, but never live action. So I was super pumped to see this, and I think it was so great. The funny thing is too, I actually liked Kane a little bit better than Batwoman. Like, I feel like she was just so cool and so stylish and so like just successful woman in control and in charge, and I really loved it. I also love seeing like a look at Gotham. I love how everyone is kind of leaning into this idea that Gotham is just a disgusting cesspool of crime, and like that, you know, they're trying to build back up from that. So that'll be really interesting if they do a Batwoman show to see like how she deals with that, because you saw even like the big Wayne Tower building that she's in is totally decrepit and she's trying to build it back up. So I think that'll be interesting if it's like they frame it as like Batwoman trying to, you know, restore Gotham in the wake of Batman's absence. And I love too when Kara was like, kind of interesting that Bruce Wayne and Batman disappeared at the same time. I love seeing the bonding moment between Kara and Kate. Love how they just bonded, and even Kara was like, I feel like we can make a great team if I could stick around. So that'll be interesting. I feel like if, I mean, Gotham is on Arrow and Flash's Earth, so Supergirl will have to like pop in if she wants to go to Gotham, but it would be really cool if she can, you know, appear on the show Batwoman or something like that, like maybe just for a couple episodes or something like that. I think that would be really cool. And apparently there's also a Batman on Kara's Earth, because she said like, oh, my cousin is kind of friends with Batman. Well, sometimes enemies or whatever like that. So that means there is like a Batman version, which I was also wondering, like, who is Barry and all them on like Kara's Earth, you know? So that was interesting. But yeah, Batwoman was just so cool. Like I said, I loved Kane, obviously. She was really cool and in charge, and just the intro of her like up there and bailing them out of jail was awesome. Like, oh, it was just such a good introduction. And then seeing her go down and fight as Batwoman and help them out and pretty much save the day, because aside from Kara, they were getting their butts kicked. That was really awesome. Her fighting style is so cool and so gritty. It's more in line with like Arrow, I think, and I think that's more what the show would be like, as opposed to like the kind of lightheartedness of Supergirl and Flash. But I'm also like okay with that, because that's what Batman is, that's what Gotham is, and I feel like they're portraying that very well. So I definitely want to see more. I'm so sad that like we're only seeing this little bit of her, because her fighting style was awesome, her costume was so cool. I loved it all, and I was super impressed. And I'm sad because I think that's all we're getting, because they left Gotham and she was like, leave and please don't come back. Like, you messed a lot up. So I did love seeing that. And then also seeing Arkham was really cool. Like, when there were a lot of Easter eggs when they were walking around through the prison. You saw like Penguin's cell, you saw the Riddler, you saw like a thing, I think it was a reference to Harley and the Joker, because it was like what's red and blue and has green or something like that. Like, I think that was a reference to Harley. And then there was also like the producer, I think his name was like Mark or something. Whoever the producer is, the Guggenheim guy, had a cell too, which was really cool. Other than that though, we did learn more about who we're fighting, not necessarily, but like this guy that's been rewriting reality. He's the one that switched them somehow. So it's weird too, because I don't quite understand like if the bad guy is really bad or if he's preparing them for something worse, because he said he's testing them. So I don't know like if he's gonna be the one that like calls this thing here, or if he's like literally looking for people that can save and protect all the universes. So like his intentions might actually be good. He just might be going about it in a really bad way, because we saw at the end when the timeline was rewritten again. Now Barry and Ellen are, oh my gosh, I said Barry and Ellen again. Now Barry and Oliver are in a lot of trouble because they, well, at least Barry doesn't have his powers. Oliver could still kick butt, but they don't have their powers. I don't know if anyone from like Star Labs or Felicity or anyone will recognize them, and they also have this dark Superman that wants to kick their butts. So it's going to be a lot to wrap up in one episode. Like, I'm going to be really interested to see how they do that. I also just really loved, again, seeing like how Barry has like become Oliver. Like, it's so interesting to me in the scene where they were getting mugged in Gotham, how he just like took those guys out. Like, Grant Gustin, Barry Allen, has never looked more attractive than when he took all those guys down. I was like, oh my. And it's just interesting because they've said that unlike other crossovers, these ones are going to have lasting effects on the shows. So I think that'll be interesting to see. Maybe Barry goes a little bit darker than normal or something like that. He just has like lingering effects of, you know, Oliver's like fight or flight instinct, and it's just fight. So I guess just fight or fight instinct, you know. So that'll be interesting to see how it affects him and in what ways it changes him at all. They did have a really nice touching moment though after they had to fight each other's like darkest insecurities and demons and stuff like that. So Barry had to fight Malcolm and Oliver had to fight I can never say his name, Reverse Flash. And it was just kind of laying out their biggest insecurities and how Barry will never be fast enough, never be good enough, how Oliver will always be a killer no matter how hard he tries to do good and stuff like that. And it was really touching to have them talk afterwards and Barry to say like, I never realized like all the crap you deal with and all you carry, like I would never be able to carry that, and kind of just saying like, you're a super strong person and I never quite realized just how much you have. And that was really nice to have someone acknowledge that, but then also in turn for Oliver to be like, no, don't sell yourself short. Like, I know I pick on you and other people might pick on you for it all being like sunshine and rainbows where you are, but you really have had to deal with a lot of crap and you're just as strong as me. Like, we're both strong and we can both handle what comes at us. So that was really, really sweet just to have them kind of cement that, you know, kind of that acknowledgement of like, we're both equally strong in our own right with what's happened, and it's not been easy, but we've handled it and we're here and we're still fighting and we're still happy. And then Barry also helped, you know, Oliver fix things with Felicity, which was really, really cute. I just love how I thought he was gonna be like, you're my lightning rod, like, you know, have you know, like copy that line from Barry, but it was really cute how he, I think it was like their wedding vows, right? He was kind of like re-reciting those to her, and that was just really sweet how, you know, it's like people change, but the people they love stay with them. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're supposed to change. If you're not changing and you're staying the same, that means you're stuck, and that's not good for anyone. So it's good that they're changing, and that was really nice to have those two be cemented. I have no idea what the next episode is going to be like though. Felicity will be on it, if Caitlin and Cisco, like, I don't know where any of them are because now Barry and Oliver are these like outlaws that just robbed a bank or something like that. So I'm super, super looking forward to seeing how it wraps up. I have no idea how it is because it seems like there's so much they have to do in such little time. So if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel down below to be told to make all sorts of new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!